Hey everyone, and welcome back to Robot Boy, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at the very latest developments of the No Man's Sky Waking Titan ARG Season 2 that are currently updating at a very rapid pace right now. Today it's all going on. I mean, by the time this video is out there might even be more information available, so I do apologize in advance if that is the case. But for now, let's dive right in and we're going to take a look at what is currently happening because, guys, there's a lot to talk about. Now, I haven't actually covered Waking Titan specifically at all on this channel. There are other people that cover it a lot better. Mac Friday does a really good summary every time something happens. I don't really talk about it that much. I more just sort of ramble on about things I'd like to see, and that's it. But in the sense of updating the walls, I don't really update specifically on what the latest process is in Waking Titan. This one, however, is a pretty huge development. One that I definitely needed to talk about, expand upon, give you my predictions about what it all means, because we have some proper juicy little nuggets of information and hype that could be interpreted to mean some very significant pieces of information. So last night, or early this morning, depending on where you live, people who had signed up for Ware Tech's mailing list. So just quickly, if you're not aware, Ware Tech is, oh god, I've said Ware so many times. Ware Tech is the sort of fictional game development technology website that has been found and related to the Waking Titan ARG. It seems proper legit, but people have found out it is indeed related to Waking Titan. Anyway, so the Ware Tech mailing list, if you signed up for that, received an email outlining some new quote games that had been sent in by developers for a competition that WhereTech are running. I'm doing the little hand quote things throughout all this. There's a lot of quotes that I'm reading. So when I'm like, you know, it's not a real game, these are not real competitions, but it's all part of the ARG. So WhereTech are supposedly running this. As per usual, it was Waking Titan related and No Man's Sky, but this time in a much bigger way than we'd ever seen before, in this season in particular. So we have 3 games that load up once you open this emailing list that have been entered into this competition. One is called Dreamscape, which promises a user-defined MMO experience where players can create their own worlds as they sleep. Wow. Okay, so for me, this is another huge hint at multiplayer that we've been getting for a while now, but this is just another one right in our face. And I also think this could be to do with expanding crafting mechanics, the idea of creating your own worlds, and well, creating your own worlds that could even mean improved infrastructure developments on a much larger scale than we possibly thought. Procedural cities, anyone? We also have Venture Unknown, the second game on the list. Now, when I first saw the images for Venture Unknown on Twitter, I thought this was a genuine game coming out. I was like, oh, a game inspired by No Man's Sky. Then I saw it was related to WhereTech, but even then I was like, oh, maybe WhereTech is real. Maybe this is a real game that is coming out. Maybe it's genuine. But it does seem as if this is all still part of the ARG. So don't take these games seriously as if they're actually going to come out. But what does this all mean? Well, spiritual successor is the exact quote from the email. And to me, that sounds a lot like the exact words that we've been speculating about for a while in the No Man's Sky community. In fact, I even think I've said those exact words in reference to what Next could be, and that No Man's Sky Next will indeed be a genuine spiritual sequel to the base version of No Man's Sky due to the sheer scale and quantity of content we will receive. And the fact that we have a direct reference to No Man's Sky in this stage of Waking Titan finally is a huge step forwards. It actually says No Man's Sky on WhereTech's website, finally. And the third and final game on this list is The Drowned Tower, which is a post-apocalyptic game where players use high technology, and no, not 420, I'm talking like advanced technology, to alter landscapes and uncover secrets of the world that came before. Now this is elusive to the concepts of the lore, the simulation, the atlas, the history of the different species within the game. Maybe this is also all referring to greater use of technology within the game that we'll see in No Man's Sky Next, as well as just generally expanded lore within the game. It could also potentially be in conjunction with the Dreamscape game, meaning that we'll have greater control over planet's terrain and landscapes, maybe even allowing for terraforming. Alright, okay, so that was a bit of a long shot. I know I'm spitting out some random stuff here, but you know what, these bits of information are so solid, so expansive, that they could lead on to such huge possibilities that I'm talking about. Now, when you click on the link for one of the games, specifically related to No Man's Sky, Venture Unknown, you apparently receive a message saying alert, incoming transmission, followed by a series of numbers and letters. Obviously it's some sort of code and most likely hex, I'm guessing. Now if someone knows what the translation means, please drop it in the comments below and spread the word. Spread the word. I think I read it was a Star Trek quote. It translates to a Star Trek quote somewhere. I'm not sure if that's true. If someone does know and they can confirm, that would be great. Please let us know. And also, by clicking on the links to one of the games, I'm not sure which one it is, it does reveal a picture of what looks like No Man's Sky. I think this might also be the Venture one, the one related directly to No Man's Sky. Now, it's supposedly from this game, but come on, man, it's basically No Man's Sky. Look at it. But look at it, no, it's got new HUD elements, resources, what looks like resources on asteroids, so asteroid landings, could be. Even the asteroid belt in the distance looks a lot denser, and the draw distance looks a lot greater than what we currently have, so could we potentially be seeing ringed planets finally? And lastly, if this all wasn't enough, we have an actual note from Ware Tech that says, stay tuned for more updates in May. So, 1.5, May the 1st? No. I don't know if that's legit. I wouldn't bank too heavily on May the 1st, but still, this would mean either we will see more ARG content in May, or we'll start receiving actual genuine information about the real update in May. Either way, next month is going to be good. Also, May will be right before summer, so expect the heat to turn up to 10 very soon on the information we're going to be receiving. Additionally, the email does say to expect more regarding updates for these games, so these fake games, within the next few weeks. So, okay, here is my prediction. These games will have their details explained in more detail as time goes on, but these are still all clues as to what we will see in No Man's Sky. So basically it's the ARG way of telling us what's coming in the new update without telling us directly. That way they don't have to confirm or deny anything, but they can keep on hinting at mechanics or features that will exist in Next. And I am so on board with this. It's less faffy, it's less elusive, it's less ambiguous, it's more like, it's not No Man's Sky, here are some things that will exist in these games, hint hint, wink wink, you know, it's a nice way of doing it. But remember everyone, do calm your hype trains. We do need to remain calm and vigilant, and oh, who am I kidding, get hyped bruh, this is the real deal. This is a big new door that's opened. As I've said, I may have missed out a load of things that have been revealed throughout the day today, so if you do know anything more, please do fill us in and let us know in the comments below. And that's it everyone, what do you think? Please leave your ideas and general comments. What could all of this mean? What do you think we'll see in the new update? What could all of these games be talking about? What could all of this mean? And of course, when do you think the new update will drop? As always, please give the video a like if you enjoyed it, and do subscribe to join me on this journey if you haven't done so already. And with that, I'll see you all in the next video.